Hello there and welcome back to another edition of the Hot Lap Classic. This time, take a look at the 1994 Nissan 300ZX 2x2. This car was requested by Emile. Ignore the fact that it says 2+2. This is not the 2+2, this is the 2x2. It's just got one of them weird naming glitches, similar to the Sprinter Tronos, the A86s. They have a sort of a weird thing that I actually need to go and investigate some more. But the 300ZXs don't really need investigating because these things hurt my brain as it is. This car has a completely different name in a different region, and I don't know what all of the different ones are. It took me years and years and years to figure out what the EU versions of these cars are. They're just stupid. Anyways, what isn't stupid is the stats. Well, they are a bit actually. Front engine rear-wheel drive, 634 horsepower, a godly amount of torque, and 1,397 kilos. Very heavy, very powerful, very torquey. Rear-wheel drive. This is gonna end well, isn't it? Anyways, it is going to get 6 laps of the Motorsports Land track in an effort to set the best time it possibly can. Currently, there is Suzuki Scooter Pipe Speed Edition at a set of time of 27.710. This car unlikely to beat that. Now, 300ZXs haven't done particularly well around this course. I'm currently looking at the version S, that set of 32.293, and I think the other 300ZXs have been slower than that. I think we've had 2 of them. The Type S, which is the naturally aspirated ones, which are kind of relatively sane, and then this another one of these crazy nutter bastard turbo ones, which aren't. Of course, Mueller's favourite car, the 300ZX. Or at least I think it's his favourite car of all time. I know it's his favourite Japanese car. He really seems to like this thing. I don't know. I kind of like the 300ZX actually. It's got a very sort of cool 80s, early 90s vibe. It just never really made too much sense to me why this car existed along with like the Skyline and stuff. Nissan of the 90s, basically every Japanese car company of the 90s is just, it's quite weird when you sort of start thinking that they had several cars in a sector. It's almost like how crossovers work now. Like Peugeot have a million different crossovers in the crossover segment, Nissan do, and so many others. It's quite an interesting sort of thing to wrap your head around, and that was basically Japan with sports cars, you know. You could make the argument that 300ZX is a luxury car, Toyota Supra is well, we've lost that. Toyota Supra is a luxury car, so on and so forth. But yeah, it's quite interesting, really, sort of thinking about these cars. And of course, how suddenly they all died off. I mean, this car was dead by 98. The Skyline would be dead by 2002. Yeah, as much as I'm not really too much of a JDM fanboy, I do like Japanese cars. I mean, I drive a Japanese car, and I'm probably going to buy another. I'm probably going to own another Japanese car after this Japanese car. But in fact, is Japan my favourite nationality as far as cars are concerned? Maybe. I like a lot of Subarus, a lot of Hondas. Not too much of a fan of Nissan, but Mitsubishi used to be kind of cool. Of course, they made my favourite Japanese JDM sports car of all time, the 3000 GT. So, yeah, Japan might be my favourite. I mean, Europe has Fiat, Volvo. I like all of those. Maybe, I don't know. Anyways. As much as I don't really like these sort of Japanesey cars, it's quite fascinating reading about them and how quickly they all sort of ended up dying off. You know, you had the horsepower war, I guess. There wasn't really much of a horsepower war because everyone just said, oh, it makes 276 horsepower. None of them really did. I think the only cars I remember really sticking to that was like Evos and Imprezas, and that's probably because they didn't want to blow the turbos to smithereens, but I think even then, the 22B violated that rule, and a couple of other ones. Anyways, final lap for the ZX. It's not as bad as you'd think, at least looking at the stats. It's just not particularly great. I mean, it's very heavy. The 300ZX is never going to do well around this track. It doesn't really matter which version you get. Maybe the FedEx race car. Maybe, but other than that, I mean, the thing is, they're just so damn heavy. They're damn heavy, they've got a lot of power and rear-wheel drive, which doesn't really work for a course like this. But a 31.961 is pretty darn good. Yeah, solid time from the 300ZX, considering what it is. Anyways, a 31.961 will put it into 129th place, next to another turbo, not a bastard actually, the Venturi Atlantique. Yeah, slightly slower than the Fiat Barchetta, Honda Prelude, Honda Civic Type R, but it is quicker than the aforementioned Atlantique, Lexus IS200, Mini Cooper Rally Car, Citroen Saxo, Toyota MR2. Yeah, good. I'm just trying to... Right, there's 300ZX Type S. Where's the other 300ZX? Oh, I can't see it. I'm not going to go looking for it too hard. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, the other 300ZX, there you go, 124th place. It will show up on your screen instantly, 0.871. So it's not the quickest 300ZX, but then again, that did have a racing mod. Anyways, thank you all very much for watching this edition of the Hot Lap Classic, and until next time, farewell.